Welcome back to High Stakes. Elevate your betting game by hitting that subscribe button and ensure you never miss out on our daily content. Want exclusive access to premium betting picks? Join our Patreon. Links are waiting for you in the comment section below. Stay ahead of the game with High Stakes. In today's video, we'll dive into expert analysis and predictions for a thrilling slate of upcoming matchups. Georgia Southern versus William and Mary, New Mexico versus St. John's, St. Mary's versus Nebraska, Clemson versus Boise State, and Utah versus Mississippi State. Stay tuned as we break down each game in detail and highlight the key factors to watch. Georgia Southern versus William and Mary matchup. The Georgia Southern Eagles enter this game as the stronger team, riding a solid winning streak that highlights their superior form. Offensively, the Eagles have been more efficient, shooting 47.6% from the field compared to the Tribe's 42.2%. On the defensive side, Georgia Southern has also been more consistent, giving them an edge in controlling the game. Key prediction: spread, Georgia Southern Eagles plus 1.5 points. The Eagles' defense and efficiency should allow them to dictate the pace and come out on top. In terms of scoring, don't expect a shootout. Both teams have shown an ability to defend the perimeter effectively, limiting high-percentage opportunities. Georgia Southern ranks 196th nationally in offensive rating, 107.9, while William and Mary sits at 147th, 112.0. This suggests a lower scoring affair. Over, under prediction. Total points, under 161.5. The defensive capabilities on both sides should keep the scoring under control, making the under the better play. Expect a competitive matchup with Georgia Southern leveraging their edge in efficiency and defense. New Mexico versus St. John's matchup. Game context. This is the fourth meeting between Rick Pitino and his son, with the elder Pitino holding a 2-1 edge. St. John's enters the game as the better prepared team, benefiting from their strong shooting efficiency and home court advantage as New Mexico makes a long cross-country trip. Key matchups: St. John's efficiency. The Red Storm is shooting an impressive 50% from the field and hitting 36% of their three-pointers early in the season. Key contributors like Brady Dunlap, who is converting at a 65% clip in the paint, make their offense difficult to stop. New Mexico's tempo. The Lobos play at the fastest pace in the country, 77.3 possessions per 40 minutes per KenPom, but their carelessness with the ball, 15.3 turnovers per game, ranking 309th, could cost them against a Pitino-coached defense. Predictions: spread, St. John's -7. The Red Storm's athleticism, superior shooting, and ability to capitalize on turnovers should give them the edge to cover the spread. Over 160 points. New Mexico's lightning-fast tempo and scoring, 87.7 points per game, will push the pace. While St. John's prefers a slightly slower game, their shooting efficiency and willingness to run in transition suggest this could turn into a high-scoring affair. Both teams' 2-1-0/U trend supports taking the over, especially given their combined offensive firepower. Final thoughts: expect an exciting, fast-paced game with plenty of action on both ends. St. John's defensive discipline and offensive efficiency will be the deciding factors, but New Mexico's relentless pace ensures the scoreboard will light up. St. Mary's versus Nebraska. This matchup marks the third-ever meeting between St. Mary's and Nebraska, with the last clash occurring back in 1975. Both teams are undefeated and entering their toughest test of the season. However, St. Mary's being road favorites speaks volumes about their strength and form. Key matchups: St. Mary's duo. The Gales' dynamic pairing of Maroscas and Marsulionis has been exceptional, showcasing their chemistry and international experience. Through 3 games, they've been nearly unstoppable and should rise to the occasion even against a strong Nebraska defense. Nebraska's challenges. Despite their defensive prowess, the Huskers have shown vulnerabilities, as evidenced by their narrow escape against Bethune-Cookman, 63 points scored. Their offense ranks 125th in adjusted efficiency per KenPom and lacks the firepower to keep pace with St. Mary's disciplined rotation. Predictions: spread, St. Mary's -3 points. The Gales' dominance on the boards, disciplined play, and offensive firepower give them the edge, even on the road. Nebraska's defensive strength will test them, but St. Mary's depth and versatility should prove too much. Over, under 143 points. Both teams face a significant defensive upgrade in this game, which is likely to lead to lower scoring. St. Mary's deliberate pace, 353rd in tempo, 69.1 possessions per game, and Nebraska's limited offensive efficiency suggests this will be a grinded-out affair. Despite their offensive success so far, the Gales are capable of locking in defensively, and Nebraska's tempo, 101st, isn't fast enough to push the game into high-scoring territory. Final thoughts. Expect a competitive game with St. Mary's controlling the tempo and leveraging their star duo to secure the win. Nebraska's defense will keep it close, but their offensive inconsistencies and lack of depth will be their undoing. Look for St. Mary's to cover the spread, with the under as the safer play. Clemson versus Boise State. Clemson heads west for its toughest test yet this season, squaring off against Boise State in a clash of contrasting strengths. While Clemson has faced mid-major competition to start the year, they've consistently pulled away late in games. Boise State, meanwhile, has struggled with offensive consistency, particularly from beyond the arc. Key matchups. Clemson's shooting edge. The Tigers rank 34th nationally in three-point shooting, a major advantage against a Boise State team that rarely looks to score from deep and struggles when they do. Expect Clemson to exploit this disparity, especially if Boise State's offense goes cold, as it did against San Francisco. Pace of play. Both teams play at a slow tempo, with Clemson ranking 281st and Boise State 264th in adjusted tempo per KenPom. This will likely result in a methodical, low-scoring game with fewer possessions to capitalize on. Predictions. Spread. Clemson plus 3 points. The Tigers' shooting efficiency and ability to capitalize on Boise State's offensive lapses make them a strong pick to cover the spread, even on the road. Over, under 139.5 points. With both teams preferring a slower pace and Boise State's offensive struggles, this game is unlikely to hit a high-scoring mark. Clemson's steady defense and Boise State's inability to generate quick scoring from deep reinforce the under as the better play. Final thoughts. This game should be a tightly contested, defensive battle with limited scoring opportunities due to the slower tempo. Clemson's shooting edge and ability to stay composed in close games make them the better pick to cover, while the under feels like the safest call given the pace and offensive inconsistencies on both sides. Utah versus Mississippi State. This matchup features two undefeated teams looking to maintain their strong starts. Utah and Mississippi State are closely matched in adjusted efficiency margin, but the Utes' dominance on the boards could be the key factor in keeping this game close. Key matchups. Rebounding edge. Utah ranks 18th nationally in rebound rate, 58.6%, while Mississippi State sits at 153rd, 50.9%. Winning the battle on the glass will be crucial for the Utes to limit second-chance opportunities and control the pace. Offensive firepower. Both teams are scoring at an elite level early in the season. Utah is averaging 98.0 points per game, 9th in the nation, and Mississippi State isn't far behind at 92.0, 25th. In terms of efficiency, the Bulldogs hold slight edge, but Utah's strong start indicates they can keep up in a high-scoring affair. Tempo. Both teams play at a moderate pace, with Utah ranking 85th in adjusted tempo, 72.1 possessions per game, and Mississippi State at 154th, 71.0. This should allow for plenty of scoring opportunities on both sides. Predictions. Spread. Utah plus 6.5 points. The Utes' rebounding advantage and early season form suggest they can hang with the Bulldogs and keep this game within the spread. Over 151.5 points. Both teams are capable of scoring in bunches, and their similar tempos should lead to a back-and-forth, high-scoring contest. Utah's offensive efficiency and Mississippi State's ability to put up points make the over an appealing play. Final thoughts. This game promises to be an exciting showdown between two evenly matched teams. Utah's rebounding edge and ability to score efficiently make them a strong pick to cover the spread. Meanwhile, with both offenses firing on all cylinders, expect plenty of points, making the over the best bet.